Today I'm going to show you how you can get word count stats in WordPress, and we'll cover 3 different methods so you can pick the one that works best for you. I personally like to know the word count of all of my posts so that it just helps me know, am I writing too little on a topic? Am I writing too much on it? Do I need to break this larger article up? And it just lets me know that I'm doing a pretty good job. Let us know in the comments below, why do you like to have word count stats in your WordPress website? So the first method is pretty simple, and it's by using what we already have. If you go into any of the posts that you're working on, for instance, I'm going to go to my posts, all posts, going to edit this one. And as you're in it, if you come up here to the little icon with the little information eye, then it'll tell you the number of characters, the number of words, how many headings, which is kind of important to let them know. Are you giving the reader nice breaking up that block of text and giving them more headings to kind of lead them on to what they're learning from you? How many paragraphs, how many blocks? So that's a real quick, easy way to see what your writing stats are and what your word count is. Now, if you need something a little bit more detailed, then let's go on to the next method. The next method is allowing you to get the word count stats with a plugin. For this, we're going to use something called WP Word Count. So let's head over to our plugins area and go to Add New. And we want to search for WP Word Count. This is the one we want, so let's go ahead and install it and then activate it as well. The cool thing about this plugin is if you're using custom post types, like for a music library or books or something like that, then this will also show the statistics for your custom post types as well. So now we see word count here. We also have an area over on the left for word count. So we can go from here, go to statistics, and it'll bring in the information. First thing it needs to do is it actually needs to go out and calculate everything. So let's go ahead and say, yeah, let's go ahead and calculate this. And it'll say count all contents on the site at one time. Yeah, we want to go ahead and do everything. I don't have a very large one, so it'll be pretty quick for me. Now, anytime you want to see this moving forward, you can simply go to statistics, and then this will give you an overview of everything. So we see how many pages, how many posts, how many words, the average word count. This is the total word count. So lets you know what your total amount of words are on here. And if you scroll down, you also can see it a little bit more broken out by each post. So for each post, we have how many words, the title, the average reading time, the type of post. So it also does our pages and the status of them, and also the author. So this also lets you know, will a particular author, are they being a little light on their writing? Are they a little heavy on it? Just gives you a nice overview of the stats of your website. You can also go into all content, and this will also show you the stats of everything as well. If you need to break it down even further, you can see your monthly statistics. So how many posts are being published and how many words the month that these were published as well. You also can do author statistics if you have multiple authors. And then the reading time simply just shows you how they're calculating that based on 250 words a minute, which on average, that's how many words somebody will read something. So you can change that there. Now, method 3 is also a really cool way to track word count, and it is a code solution. So it's a code snippet that will show the word count next to each post on your all posts screen. So sometimes you want to just go into your all posts and you just want to see that. So let me show you how you can do that. The easiest way to do this is you'll want to have something called WP code snippets installed. WP code snippets is fantastic for adding bits of code when you don't want to add a particular plugin. It also lets you add snippets of code to your header or your footer section. It is a rebrand of insert headers and footers, which was a massively popular plugin done by WP Beginner. And after many people have asked us to expand it, we've expanded it to also allow code snippets. If you don't have it installed, you can simply go to plugins, add new, and you want to search for WP code. This is the one we want, so you would want to install it and activate it. And then once it is activated, we can go to code snippets and we can click add new. And what's great about this is there's already a whole library of snippets that you can use. For instance, there is one that it's not necessarily about counting the words, but you can set a minimum word count for your post. So after you're looking at the word counts on everything, if you see that some authors are doing a little bit low, you can use this snippet to set a minimum word count. But what we're going to do is we're going to come up here and do a blank snippet. We're going to call it word count. And you can get this code from our tutorial, our written tutorial. I have a link in the description below. You can just copy all of this bit of code and you can add it in. You want to make sure that you have the right code type. So this is a PHP snippet. And as you see, when I switched that over, it was showing me some errors because it thought it was an HTML snippet. Once I switch over to PHP snippet, it says, okay, everything is good. What I also love about this is it won't let you create something that will break your site. So it'll automatically tell you if something is wrong. Once we enter that here, we want to auto insert this. We want it to run everywhere, which is perfect. You can also add some basic information if you want to keep track of it. You can set a priority. So if you have multiple snippets running, you can set a priority on all of that. Now for this, I want to make it active. And then we also need to update this. And you notice, like I said before, if they encounter an error, they're not going to activate it. They're going to make it inactive and then tell me about it. And what I know about this particular one is I'm missing the closing curly bracket. So I have this open curly bracket and there's no closing curly bracket to go along with it. So I need to add that in. I'm going to make it active, click update. And now that I fixed that error, snippet has been updated. We see that it's active. We can go to all posts. And now we have a word count area right within our all posts area, which is what I love. Now that you have your word count up and you can see how the word count is doing, the next thing you want to do is you want to check and see what's the analytics of your posts and pages. How is everything doing? The easiest way to do that is by installing Monster Insights. So you can watch this video next as I show you how to set up and configure Google Analytics and Monster Insights for your website. And I'll see you over there.